At this point, everyone knows what SpongeBob is. But if you somehow don't know who he is, let me explain. This is for the people that live under a rock, just like Patrick. He is the titular happy-go-lucky sponge from his show, along with his friends who are Patrick, the aforementioned dumb starfish who is his best friend, Squidward, his grumpy neighbor, Mr. Krabs, his boss, and Sandy, the smart squirrel friend. As you may know, there are DVDs of SpongeBob everywhere. Stores, online shops, you name it. However, I stumbled across a really odd one, in an even odder way. It started off when I was at McDonald's. After I was done eating, I left the restaurant. But when I exited the doors, I noticed something on the ground. It was a DVD for Who Bob What Pants. I picked it up, questioning who would even leave this here, and I took it home with me. I was curious, so when I got home, I opened the DVD up and got out the disc. I then placed it into my DVD player to watch it on my TV. The usual previews and ads showed up. Back at the barnyard, when no one's looking, Tech and the Power of Juju, The Trouble with Magic, Spongebob Squarepants drawn to life for the DS, and the Alvin and the Chipmunks live-action movie. After it showed the warning screen, I was met with the usual DVD menu. There was nothing odd about it whatsoever, so after looking through everything in the DVD menu, I finally hit play. The episode started off normal, well, for the most part, as at times it would freeze for a few seconds and then went back to normal. But there happened to be a part where SpongeBob falls off a cliff after getting scared. Things started getting weird. Very weird. As SpongeBob started hitting the ledges of the cliff, I noticed blood started coming out of his head, getting more and more noticeable each hit. When SpongeBob was about to finally hit the ground, the screen cut to black, at which point I could hear the sound of a blood splatter echo. It stayed like this for 10 seconds, until it transitioned back to SpongeBob. There was blood next to his body, and the only sounds I could hear were low ambience and some wind. Then they zoomed in on SpongeBob's face. It looked... how can I put this into words? Gory. SpongeBob's head was shown split open by hitting the cliff. There was blood all over the ground. However, the blood was drawn in the show style instead of it being realistic. It started zooming out of sight until it cut to black once more. I was taken to the DVD menu, but something was off. SpongeBob was nowhere in sight and there was no music either. I checked the episode selection, but there were no episodes. It was like SpongeBob never existed at all. I looked everywhere, options, extras, you name it, but the only thing it would show me was that gruesome picture. Everything I tried would just lead me to that. My only option left was ejecting the disc, which I did. I then proceeded to throw away the disc along with the DVD case. Every day, I just keep thinking, what the hell did I just watch? Was SpongeBob dead for real? Why was he nowhere in the disc after that one scene? Who even made this? Though the animation was superb, this was clearly not something made by Nickelodeon. I had so many questions. I more or less got over this incident over the years. However, that one image of SpongeBob's corpse will forever be in my mind. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because there are more chilling tales to be told. Also check out my other social media profiles. The links for those are down in the description. Thanks for listening.